Hey, Paul here. Hey, way back in the day, I used to be a computer teacher. I taught history, social studies, science, and computers. And this is one of the things that I really enjoy doing. I've actually created a few websites, school websites, churches' websites, those types of things. So this just kind of comes naturally to me, and I think it's a great way to communicate. If you haven't checked out the other video on the other side, please do so, because that's going to walk you through the main site. What I'm walking you through here is the Return to Learn site. I created this after everything kind of broke out, and what I wanted is I wanted something really for my students to do, and I was hoping to create an environment where they could kind of come together, and we've done that a lot. If you're watching this, you're probably one of my new students, and welcome to the roster. What we've been doing during our lockdown is we've been doing some classes, and my big thing is that the pressure's off. A lot of time is spent on math, but I'm not a math teacher, so I've really enjoyed kind of digging in and doing a bunch of stuff. On here, you're going to find some different things, okay, different ways of communication. This is a way of communicating to everybody. And this will basically just be our weekly Zoom meeting. We're getting ready to go into benchmarks, and that's going to be a great tool. It's going to be something that's really going to help us out as far as closing you out and ending the school year as we should. But what I've done is I've created, this is a HyperDoc, and basically you can just kind of click on it, and you could fill it in as you want to, okay? And just kind of put your, and there, Eliana, and she's already logged in and signed up for it. But you just put your name on there, and then that's how we kind of work our meetings. On here, I've also put, like, here's an art lesson, and you can click on it, and it's going to open up.
We're gonna do art. Okay, so hopefully you have some pencil.
And there's my son Paul. There's a couple other students. You open that up, and it goes ahead, and it goes ahead. But it opens in the full wide screen. Okay, this is a Disney animation. This is something that I've really
We're gonna do art.
enjoyed. Okay, and we'll kind of look through those as we go through, but I have some different things. I have, here's just a way of communicating, and I do this a lot. On here, I'm talking about benchmarks, and benchmarks are coming up, and I'm going to, it's going to be 3 through 11. And like I said, it's a great tool to, basically, we can use it to help wrap up the year. Okay, each of you are going to be individual, and we're going to go in great detail and great look and see what you need. And this is one tool that we can kind of use to show progress, and we can make it through. Okay. Now, the big thing is the expect change rule. And I just say that what I've seen happen is I've seen a couple things happen is Epic's had to, they said, we're going to do this. The State Department comes and says, this is what's going to happen. So Epic has to react. And then the positive thing I've seen about Epic is they've actually made some changes at parent request. Okay. So changes happen, and that's the only consistent thing we've had going through this whole thing right here. Here's some things about what you need to be doing, little ones. Okay. And I got some just different things. Here's the Google Classroom. Next year we're going to be utilizing this a lot. I did a little bit, but I'm a creature of habit, so more text and that type of thing. Your grading. Grading has changed. I need to update this. This was originally, we were looking at 80%. Epic has came, and I think there was some talk, and I don't know if it's official yet, but we could be right around 50%. Where we were at when all this broke out, and I think we were right around 40%, but 50% for the A. And this is just all kind of, this will be your core. Some of you have been working on Excel Mind Play. We'll look at those. We're going to change those hours up. I think I went to 20 instead of the other. And then there's always just the unique, the blended way of doing things. We've been doing lessons, and a lot of those lessons are focused on these different pages in here. I try to put some activities, like there's a Beachbody workout for kids. I thought that was a neat, awesome site. Flipgrid is something I want to use next year. I want to pass. Here is in navigating the site, there's a link here on this page. Check out the zoo page. You can also come up here, and I have links to all the different things I've been working on and putting out there. The zoo page is right here. Guys, if you want something to do, okay, even if you're in lockdown and you haven't left the house for a while, there's some organizations out there that have done a great thing. San Diego, I used to live in San Diego. My family's from out in that area, my dad's family. And the San Diego Zoo it's one of the largest in the world. And they have an unbelievable online presence during this whole deal. There's a channel, I think that's YouTube videos. It just kind of takes you there. Definitely go and check them out. This is what's really neat is the kids site. Okay. It's right here, the live cam site. You can go in there and you can look and see. It takes you and it's going to show you basically, of course you don't have to send in any money, but it's got all these animals and you sit and watch them, and I've enjoyed that. My little girl, she's come in and she's actually watching them with me. But it's kind of neat. You can go to the zoo without leaving the house. There's all different types of activities. I've had some other zoos, the London Zoo. Columbus Zoo has a great online presence. Moscow Zoo. Berlin Zoo. You know, they're all zoos that you can go see. I tried to put the largest in Europe, largest in Africa. And I have a little bit of a tie-in with Russia. So I put that up there, Moscow. But there's the local zoos, Tulsa Zoo, the Oklahoma City Zoo. Okay. They're all really great. And here's one that's not far from, really from us. It's over by Rogers. I mean, an hour and a half away maybe for some of you. But it's the Wild Animal Park. Wilderness Drive through safaris. And it's great. You need to go out there. Of course, the Oklahoma Aquarium. But those are all things that you can go look at and not leave the house. The Drawback is one that I put up there. And it's got, I tried to put, as you look down through here, you can kind of see. And pardon the slow internet. It's a little bit stormy. This happens. But one for littles, one for kind of middle, and one for more high school and advanced. I put all different types of things on there, and really it's no farther away than YouTube. Hello Kids is another organization. All these links should be open. If they're not, just text me and let me know, hey, this link's not open. I can fix it up. But they've got some cool things on there. The Minion, all those different things are really kind of neat. There's a bunch of in every web. I just put some of the cool websites that I thought were neat. For my older ones, some of these I haven't really looked at. Drawing Now is one, just some different activities and stuff like that on there. Just some things to kind of pass the time. But I will say this, so that some of them, like the Daily Sketch Challenge, it's all user submitted. So if there's anything on there inappropriate, just let me know, and I'll take it off. I tried to get through and look at it. Here's my passion space. I made a video this morning, and I put up a little bit later on there. I'll put it up on your website. But there's some stuff from the littles and Brain Pop, and it should link you. I'm not sure if you have Brain Pop accounts or not. That's perfect for little pre-K through, Brain Pop Junior for pre-K and kindergarten, and then, all the way up through 4th or 5th. My wife's special ed, she uses it for a lot of her little kids too. There's some things called Quizlets, and you just click on it and it should open up. Quizlet has some flashcards, some games, and if you need to, I can work on helping you set up an account. When I do set you up an account, it's going to be in your normal login. It'd be like your PM25164, and then it'd be Epic 1234. Okay, I try to make it all the same. Anything you do in here, I want to help it work towards your grade. Okay, we've been given a real opportunity here. We have, and I might talk about this a little bit on the other side too, but the pressure's off. No benchmarks. Okay, we've been told basically just to get you guys through that nothing can hurt you from here on out, can only add to you. So doing stuff like this is actually stuff that I can count into your grade. I just need some way to document it, some way to show that you've done the work, and this will do it. Okay. The NASA Kids Club is outstanding. That you could spend 2 or 3 days on there just looking at stuff, and even though it was for kids, I'm telling you, all the stuff on here. Here's all the NASA TV galleries. It's just simply amazing. The ultra high def videos are awesome. Okay, this was I think she was one of those that came home like last week. She's been up there for a long, long time. But they're all neat, and you can all go on a Humans in Space flight. What I've encouraged my older kids to do is get on and just do some reports and do a Google Doc, attach them to the Google Doc, and at Paul.McCord, and then I can, I'll have access to that, and I can put it in your folder, and we can show you can get some work. Okay, so I wanted it to be not just about getting a core. I wanted you to kind of express and do some things that maybe you thought were cool and fun. Okay, now I'm going to go and shut this page down. Books, this is something we've been working on, and I've just got to get in there, and my wife has recorded some, and she's got like 3 or 4 more I need to add on there, so I'll be adding maybe later on today. Virtual field trips are cool. Okay, and you can click on these links, and they'll take you different places. The White House link. The White House is really cool. Lady Bird. You click on it, and it's going to take you to a site, and it's going to let you do a virtual field trip of the White House. Okay, we won't go too far into it. But, they're just some neat things. And STEM science projects, and I tried to put some stuff up there. I know we might be limited to what we can get. There's some cool stuff with crayons, melting them, and, do some science projects as a family. Take a picture of it, send it to me. I'll pop it in your folder, and we can get you some credit for it. Okay? Learning should be fun. And there's 10 best STEM websites for kids. Learning should be fun. I want you to do that. I made an online resource page, and this is just as I get links. We've been throwing a lot of stuff, and and I try to put them up here. It's not really loading up. Of course, we got Epic Ed. I kind of like it. It's a good thought, but it needs a little work. But there's music escape rooms and just some different things you can look at. As I find more, I'll put them on there. But you have the art resources. Okay, that's one I made earlier on the draw thing. It's just something that, just some lessons and just some different things. There's the Kennedy Center. Okay, he does on there all the time. He's making art lessons. The little ones. This is what that one is for. This is a resource for the little ones. I need to work on it more, but I put a couple Call of the Wild, and we'll put those books in there and we'll read to you. Okay. On here, like I said, if there's anything you're into, just let me know. Okay. Education should be fun. I do put the challenges on here. Let me see what challenge we got on here. Okay, there's a weekly challenge, Draw Your Family. There's the one from the week before is the paper airplanes. Make all of them. Okay. And then there's if you just want to do that, if you're a little, have your folks fold it up and fly it and take a video of it, send it to me, then that's perfect. Our principal she loves this type of stuff. Okay. We'll work with you on getting work in. Okay. There's book reports, project-based learning. I've had some students do some really amazing things. I've had students make fire pits, decks. I have a student of blacksmiths, family growing a garden. And if you do it and you're learning, which is what homeschool is all about, we can get you some credit. And that's what this is about. All we need to do is we just need to verify it with the state. I'm a little bit about myself. My passion is homeschooling. And I think parents should have the right to say. And everyone should make their education unique. And we'll do that. Anyway, this is a site. Check it out. I'm here for you. Okay. In your introductory video, I might have explained a little bit more about who I am. I'm a little bit different teacher, but I'm hoping that you think that you're in the right spot. You've got, and it's not just me. It's bigger than your previous teacher, who I really, she's a friend, and I hated to see all that go on. But it's much bigger than that. You've got me. You've got Miss Harlan. You've got my wife. You've got a ton of people. And this is really, I know this is going to sound weird, but this is going to work in your advantage because, the spotlight is on you. And we've been told to make sure that you have a positive experience, and Epic is going another way. They take care of their own. And you guys have been through some stuff. So I'll let you go. Have a great day. Any questions, comments, anything like that, just get in touch with me. I'm going to put up my contact information. I realized I didn't have that on the side because my other families already have that. But we'll see you later. Have a great one. Bye-bye.